Hello and welcome to episode 18 of Hillian's Talk with myself and my glorious co-host Jack. How you doing?
Yeah, very well. Glorious. I like
Glorious.
it.
I know I'm trying to find new platitudes
Yeah.
to describe you with.
No, I appreciate it.
I think I went glamorous, was it last week?
Yeah.
Or last week, as if we do this weekly.
Yeah, glamorous, glorious.
Yeah.
It's good.
I'll find another word beginning with G.
Yeah, tune into the next episode for the next adjective to describe me. Good.
Just good or great. They'll go downhill quick.
Yeah, good.
I have to move on to another letter.
Anyway, hi.
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 Yeah. So we haven't spoken since. Well, obviously we've spoken, sorry, but we haven't recorded.
We just don't speak to each other.
We're not friends outside the podcast, really.
We're legally obliged to do this.
Yeah. Contractually obligated. No. Oh god, this is a great start.
Good.
What are we talking about? Football.
Football.
Burgess Hill. Right.
That's
okay. So
specifically.
we haven't done a podcast since I think last year. Technically, it was the 30th of December.
Happy New
recorded
Year,
last
guys.
with Martin.
We're back.
Huge shout out to Martin for coming on that because that has been incredibly well received. Lots of good feedback. Apparently, a lot of people were fans of hearing sort of a player's insight. I think that podcast was good because we might have touched upon some difficult subjects from like fan to club relationships and how the fans see things, how players see things. And I think Martin gave some really good insight and perspective from a player dressing room point of view.
100%, yeah.
Yeah, and that's the feedback that we've had. So I think it was really good. We'll definitely have Martin on again just because he's local, he's easy to get hold of. So he'll be on again for sure. And we'll obviously love to try and get some more players on as well. And that will be happening in the future. So stay tuned for that. It won't just be us. But yeah, so thanks for that. Huge shout out to Martin. So since then, there's been 4 games, I think we just worked out.
Yep.
Lewis at home, Billericay at home.
Hashtag in between that.
Tags at home in between that, which we won't talk too much about.
Nope.
And Folkestone away, which we will talk loads about because that was great.
Yeah.
So yeah, a few things to cover. But yeah, firstly, I guess the formalities. How was New Year?
Yeah, well, quiet, but it was
still January, so we can just about talk about it.
Yeah, still January. It was a debate at work for the first couple of weeks. Like, at what point do you stop saying, like, Happy New Year to people? Like, is there a cut-off point? Like,
Happy New Year, everyone.
Yeah, it's definitely not now. It's definitely past been and gone.
I think it's past it, yeah. Although I found out, funnily enough, at work today, I found out in France it's traditional, or she described it as allowed, to say it all the way until the end of January.
Wow. Yeah, I don't mind it. Yeah. I mean, what else are you supposed to say in January?
Yeah, that's true. Oh, it's so long.
I know.
Oh, so long.
Yeah, I can get behind that, the French, sure.
Yeah. So, good.
But no, it's fine, thank you. How was yours?
Yeah, also pretty quiet. I think we were going to go out, and then those plans got cancelled. So we just had a quiet one. We were probably in bed by 10, and yeah.
Oh yeah, strong.
Yeah. We don't do the whole midnight Happy New Year thing.
No, fine, fair enough.
It was good.
Very fun we are.
But good 2026. We're here. Football's back.
Yeah, Birchill's back.
Been back for a while, but yeah, Birchill's back, and it has been a largely positive start to the new year.
Yeah.
Although, I'd say it's positive. Yeah. Definitely. I think the football's been good. Players are sort of coming back.
Yeah.
Either from recalls or what have you. Like, so we've got George now back till the end of the season.
Hopefully, that's hopeful, but I sort of, we'd like to think so, but I think Sutton, whenever they can.
Yeah, I suppose that they can always recall him. I guess it's nothing set in stone. But I think that's the aim.
Yeah, the aim I think is for the end of the season, which will be magnificent.
2 new signings announced recently as well.
Yeah.
I have to confess, not being the non-league football. I don't want to say. I'm trying to avoid the phrase nerd.
No,
that
news
you
nerd.
are. But I
was going to go geek. So
geek, yeah, fine.
Nerds is also fine.
I hadn't heard of these guys before.
Fine.
Obviously, since they've been announced, I've heard a little bit. But have you heard of them before? Or
yeah. So especially James Stone. So I mean, Stone, somebody that is known in the Sussex non-league world when you're not just sort of following Burgess Hill, when you're a nerd like me and you sort of know a little bit more about the other teams and stuff. He is somebody that I am aware of. He's an interesting signing because I think he'll be very good, and I think he's very well needed because his sort of play style isn't like anybody we've got. He's probably most similar to Pope, but he's taller than Pope. He's more of like a hold up sort of striker, where Pope's obviously brilliant in the air and very physical, but he's more that he's a bit of a workhorse striker and very, very good finisher. Whereas Stone's a typical sort of throwback number 9. He likes it down to chest and let it off out wide, and very good in the air from crosses and stuff. So a little bit of a retro sort of striker, different to obviously Max and different to Welps and Pope.
Yeah.
but he's always scored goals. But it has been sort of Isthmian South and sort of county league football throughout his career. So it's really good to see him step up to Isthmian Prem. Obviously, we don't know how that transition's going to go for him, but I think he's somebody that's scored many goals at every level he's played. So I think the natural progression for him is to, step up, and why not do it Isthmian Prem standard.
Cool. I look forward to seeing him play. He's a lovely bloke. I met him and Khan, the other signing we'll talk about in a minute.
Yeah.
I met them both. What are we? Thursday. I met them both Tuesday night.
Yeah.
Did their photos and stuff, and yeah, both really, really nice guys.
Yeah,
really personable. So looking forward to seeing them play.
Yeah, absolutely. And I always like obviously there is I won't say risk, that's the wrong word, but I don't know what the word is, not gamble either, but there is I suppose a stigma around players that haven't played at a certain level before, and then the obvious question
whether
is,
they're ready,
can they do it at this league, blah blah blah. And obviously you don't know until you or obviously try the league and obviously have some games and stuff. But I always like those type of signings because I mean, just thinking about if I was in their shoes, I'd want to go prove myself at a high level. I'd want to go and I'd be putting an extra 10-20% more to be like, right, I'm this level player. I can prove to X, Y, and Z that I can score goals in this league. Which obviously from the club that just got promoted end of last season, obviously us coming into the new league, it sort of fits us as well. Fits our sort of mantra. So very exciting. And then Khan as well. Khan from Lewis. I don't know as much about him, I'll be honest. I only really know about him from this season, to be honest. I've obviously done my research.
He scored against us, didn't he?
He did score against us.
The season.
Yeah, he scored the second in the bad day at the Dripping Pan back in August. But yeah, it seems to be a bit of a common theme that we sign players that score against us. Max did it for Canvey. Khan did it from Lewis. I mean, it makes sense. You obviously,
as long as they remember that they're playing for us now.
Yeah.
They don't score
no
own goals, please, gents.
But yeah, he's slightly younger. I think he's early 20s. He come through professional ranks at Colchester, I think. And I think he had a really bad knee injury that sort of kept him out of football for like a year, probably similar to what Martin's unfortunately got at the moment, like that type of serious knee injury. And I think that was sort of at the end of his scholarship or whatever it was at Colchester, and then just really unfortunate timing for him, I think. And now he's just trying to sort of rebuild and get back up the ranks, and he's been doing very, very well at Lewis this season, and has obviously been tempted to come over to us, which is great. I think it looks like he sort of can play anywhere really. A 10 out wide. I think he can even play as like a second striker as well, which could work with someone like James or even Pope. But again, a very forward-minded, goal scorer. So yeah, I mean, I think it's really good. Yeah, obviously it's both really good, but I do think we could just have those one or two more players just, to sort of fill out the squad, because it has, and we might touch on it, I suppose, when we cover the games a little bit, but it has just felt like for the last maybe 2 or 3 games that we just haven't had that sort of game changer off the bench. And I'm not saying these guys are going to come in and sit on the bench, but what I mean is, if they do start, then at least the people they'll replace will then be the game changers off the bench. So we'll at least have that.
Yeah.
Impact sub, and people come off to change the game if it's perhaps tight going into the last half an hour or so. So I think it's very good. I think that's probably why Jay and Gary have decided to act now as well. So yeah, both big welcome to those, and should be making their debut Saturday.
Yeah, looking forward to that. And we should also say, whilst we're welcoming players, big thank you to Ryan Worrell. He's off on loan to Stenning, I believe.
Yeah.
So obviously that'd be great for him to get some minutes and a bit more game time than maybe he wanted here.
Yeah.
So that'd be good for him. But obviously, hope to see him back.
Yeah. But it's just a month's loan at the moment.
Yeah, just a month's loan. But obviously, good luck for you, Ryan, if you're listening. And hope it all goes well. I think he's already played a couple of games already, hasn't he?
Title charge, Stenning are trying to catch Hayward's Heath.
They are.
It's interesting little battle at the top of that league.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, it's a good.
Both teams just win every game.
Well, I'll say it's a good little division, that one, in terms of it's a little bit running away at the top, but
yeah,
could be interesting if Stenning keep going the way they're going, and Hayward's Heath have started to falter a little. I wouldn't say falter, maybe not the right word.
Yeah, I mean, when you win every game and then you
they were winning every game. They're unbeaten in 19 or something stupid like that, or whatever, including cups. But then a few draws and a couple of losses crept in. So I think they drew to Stenning. I think.
Yes,
so,
just after Christmas. Yeah.
Yeah. So
they're
not infallible. So,
and Ryan's certainly got the experience to take a team up, hasn't he?
Absolutely. Yeah, he's done it once. He'll do it again.
So there we go. Yes. But obviously, you've already mentioned it, but it brings us nicely onto our first game to cover, was that we had the returning George Vorster for the Lewis game, and boy, did he make an impact in that one.
Boy, did he make. He was brilliant in that game.
Boy, did he make an impact in that. And that, again, sort of leads me on to what I was just saying about, having those impact subs off the bench, right?
Yeah, because he came off He came on early, actually. Was he 45-minute or like half-time sub because of an injury?
Yes.
I thought. Was it Welps? Yeah, that was when Welps came off, wasn't he?
Yeah,
Like,
and he's unfortunately out for a few weeks.
Yeah, he's hurt his toe. Sorry if you heard the dog in the background. Yeah, he's hurt his toe, so he's going to be out for a bit. I saw him actually Tuesday. I still don't know about return date yet, but he said that it was feeling a bit better. Like it's not like a weight bearing issue. He can move and stuff, but he's just he didn't train Tuesday. He was there, but didn't give me a return date. But he said it is feeling better and it's getting better. So
I mean, to be fair to him, he was on the coach on Saturday to Folkestone, so he was still there supporting the lads. He was in the stands with us. I mean, I don't know, but as far as I'm aware, it was probably a week, maybe two. I think it's probably one of those ones where it needs to. You can't rush it. You just got to wait until.
Got to look after those phalanges.
Those toes.
Sorry, sidetrack. But so George came on at halftime for Welps or thereabouts.
Yeah.
And he's just so good down that wing. He's so comfortable on the ball. He's so quick. His delivery into the box is quality.
Yeah.
He looks like creating chances every time he gets the ball.
And I know this is a ridiculous thing to say, but he's just got it, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Whether it is, which I don't know, he's just got it.
Yeah.
Like just, I think, and obviously maybe it's a sort of recency bias because he hadn't played for us for a little while before, and then he comes back in. But I thought it was one of his most impressive performances for us, and obviously only come on at half time. But I think it was absolutely magnificent.
Yeah, no, I can't agree. Sorry, Jack's being attacked by the dog. I might just pause this quick, and we'll be back with you in a sec. And we're back. Sorry about that. Jack was being ravaged by the monster that is my tiny little French bulldog.
Yeah, absolutely sickening attack.
Yeah, you're lucky to be alive. So yeah, sorry about that. What were we talking about?
Lewis,
I think we were
George Vorster.
I think we were glazing George Vorster. Yeah, he's quality. Yeah, he's got it.
He's just so good. Yeah, I mean, like I was just saying, I think it's his most impressive performance in the whole time he's been with us, and maybe that's some recency bias because it was the first time we'd seen him for a little while because obviously we were called back. But he just, as soon as he came on, he was taking a mick. He was flicking the balls over defenders and getting to the other end of them. He was just not making full-backs left, right, and centre. They couldn't stop him.
Think of the children, George.
They couldn't stop him. They just the poor full-backs for Lewis. He's just got it.
It was a much better it was a much better result for us, obviously, than it was their place, and he had a huge part on that.
Yeah.
Fun enough, I spoke to him on Tuesday as well briefly. I was there just hanging around, loitering as I do at their training session. And obviously, I believe he's a fan of the podcast. He's listened to every episode.
He will be listening to this.
He will listen to this. So thank you, George, for your nice feedback and your kind words. And I did say to him we need to get him on.
Yeah.
And we will make it work somehow, whether we do that before a training session, before a match, something, we'll work it out logistically. So yeah, we'll definitely get George on at some point.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's definitely very high on our list of players we want on, largely because he likes the podcast and he's very nice to us. So
yeah,
we'll get you on, George. We'll make it happen.
No, 100%.
So yeah, Lewis 2-1. Good, decent result. Decent performance all round, relatively. We conceded, but I think that's
it's special.
Yeah, it's special. Yeah, that's what happens. But we've always said and I think our problem's not with scoring goals. We score goals all the time. And the way we play, we are going to concede goals. Now, obviously, this is 4 weeks ago now, so I actually can't remember the manner in which we conceded.
The Lewis goal.
Was it a worldy strike?
It was an absolute screamer.
Yeah, that was it. Because I remember it. Yeah, it was a worldy strike, wasn't it? Top left corner.
Yeah.
Couldn't really see it very well on the highlights because of the slow sun, I think it was. Unless I'm getting confused with another game, but I think that was the case. Yeah, it was a worldy strike actually. So that's where it happens.
Exactly.
We'll let that one slide.
Come out of the blue. But no, it was. I mean, obviously it was a good result. Any win in this league is a good result. But it was especially good because obviously what happened back in August with the away game. It was one of those games you just needed to beat them. No matter how well we played, no matter if we didn't turn up, we're rubbish. We needed to, just sort of beat them basically, get a result, and we did. And that was really in that game all that mattered. Kick off the new year with the win.
And I can't remember if it was this game or Chichester that they haven't beat us at our place in stupid amount of times. Lewis, yeah. So
well, they hadn't beaten us at all since August.
Yeah.
Since literally, I think it's 1997, they hadn't beaten us up until they beat us earlier in the season. But so the
I see. Okay.
So now the record's changes from they haven't beaten us at all, so they haven't beaten us.
Never beaten us at our place.
Our place, yeah.
Fortress MTC.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure there's some stato out there that's better than me that can tell you exactly how many games that is, but it must be getting near 10. So yeah.
Oh yeah, easy. I would. But
yeah,
easy.
Lewis, just typically speaking, don't have a good record against Burgess Hill. So there you go. Long may it continue.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah. We do move on.
Do we have to?
We'll touch on it. We won't go into much detail. There's no point.
No,
it's
it's been a while now.
It's
Everyone's kind of like, we don't want to drag up open old wounds, but yeah, we lost 5-1 to Tags.
Yeah. Obviously, fair play to them to start.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we don't get us wrong. There were definitely some errors in that game that we cost ourselves some goals, but they still had to take those chances.
Yeah.
They pushed us well. They pressed us well. They were. To me, they look like a different side, like a much more well-drilled side than when they played us earlier on in the league. When we won, obviously there was about 1 million red cards in that game, so a little bit different. And there wasn't any in this game, surprisingly.
No, wrong. There was.
Oh no, there was.
Yeah.
What am I talking about? There was another red card. Wasn't there?
Yeah.
What a time to be alive.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's what made it even worse, wasn't it? Because they had 10 men for basically 70 minutes.
Yes.
Yeah. This is just flooding back to me now.
You can tell, guys, that we've tried to just.
Yeah, should we just move on?
Quickly.
Right, we lost 5-1 to Tags. Oh well. There were some mistakes. They won't happen again, hopefully. We're out of the cup, wherever the cup it was. Didn't care about it anyway. And we move on. What was next?
And we missed another penalty.
Oh, stop it. Why are we bringing this up?
Sorry. Just,
Oh, yeah, we did miss a penalty.
Yeah.
Didn't we? The one that they got the red card for.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe James Stone scores penalties.
Maybe. Anyway, Billericay.
Billericay, guys.
We won. We won at Billericay. Well, no, we won at our place against Billericay.
We didn't.
No, we didn't. We lost 2-1. What am I talking about? And I was there.
You were there. Hashtag's really getting to you.
Hashtag's really throwing me.
The thought of hashtag is.
We lost 2-1 to Billericay.
We did lose 2-1 to Billericay.
Yes, because the first half had stuff happening.
Yeah, the first half was good. The first half we were fine, and then we conceded a silly goal right on half time.
Yeah, going in 1-1, I really think that probably changed Gary and Jay's. It might not have done, but
big time.
Probably changed the half-time talk a fair bit.
Yeah, we were so in control, and we could and should have been more than 1-0 up at the break. Reggie hit the post, and etc.
Yes,
we had one
that
or two
was
more
such a lovely move as well.
It was, yeah.
A really nice move.
Such a good goal.
And I'm going to say finish because although he didn't finish it, but he stroked it in like first time.
Keeper doesn't move.
Yeah, our keeper's rooted. No keeper saves that.
Bounces off the post into his arms.
Literally that.
Brilliant.
Yeah. He's a lucky bastard.
Yeah.
An inch or so to the left. That's base of the post and in.
Yeah.
He was very, very unlucky.
So first half there wasn't really much to complain about. Really, we were 1-0 up, and then like we say, we considered a silly penalty right on half time. And that just because what that does, it just gives the opposition team who were clearly off it first half, Billericay, which they were. It just it just G's them up. It makes their manager's team talk a hell of a lot easier. They just go, right, you've been gifted, way back into this. You won't play worse than that first half. It's still level. Go and win it, and that is essentially what they did.
Yeah, that second half just I touched upon this in, I think I did the
interview
afterwards.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't think I did do the interview afterwards, but I was there. And I think I sort of touched upon this with Jay, I think it was, that we spoke to.
Yeah.
And I just feel like that second half was so flat.
Yeah, it was, unfortunately.
Nothing really happened. And I think I've said this a few times now, so apologies if you've heard me say this already, but I backed it up with the fact that I normally take around 300-400 photos a game. I edit them down, obviously. I'd taken about 150, 160 odd at half time. That's about right.
Mm-hmm.
By full time, I'd only taken 180. I only took another 30 photos in that second half.
Yeah.
I just feel like nothing happened down the end of the pitch that Burgess was shooting. And I mean, credit to Billericay, I guess, because they obviously shut us down well.
Yeah, they were much improved second half. Don't get us wrong. But weird game. I'm not really sure what happened. Yeah, it just like
it looked like everyone just had the life taken out of them.
Yeah, strange. Just one of those.
I mean, other than Billericay's goal, they didn't offer a huge amount either.
No,
other than the goal.
No, and
it just seemed to be the ball going up and down for 30 minutes.
Yeah, and it was just an annoying way to lose because it was our corner, and then about 10 seconds later we're 2-1 down. And you just think,
yeah, that was frustrating because they broke quick.
Yeah, and it was a good move and a good finish.
It was the most energetic moment of that half.
Yeah, it was a 1-1 game. It was a game that we all should just gone, that's a point and move on. But, but unfortunately we didn't get a point.
No.
Yeah, frustrating. Quite frustrating. But there we go. The highs and lows of the Isthmian Prem.
Yeah, and it's nice that we can come up to the most recent game on a high.
Yeah, which we can talk
because
about in more
it
depth.
is a high. Yes, it was a draw. But I think
There's
a draw
there's good
away,
draws and bad draws, isn't there?
yeah, it's a good draw away at league leaders.
Very good draw.
Who are, I wouldn't say running away with the league, but they're like on 60 odd points. They're double digit points clear of second, I think.
Yeah, they. So if
12 or
if you
13 or something.
if you look at the league table, they're 13 points clear, and you say that to someone, you go, wow, well they're running away with it. But Chatham have 3 games in hand, who are second. So
Yeah.
let's say that they win those games in hand, suddenly it's 4 points.
Yeah, exactly. So they're
And
not.
then
They're
suddenly,
not. It's
and
not
they've got
done
to play
and
each other
dusted.
again, and Blah blah blah.
And Chatham are playing well.
Yeah, Chatham are good. So I mean, yeah, Folkestone are clear favourites, but it's not a foregone conclusion. Folkestone are a bad run of form now. I think that's 4 or 5 without a win for them.
Yeah, it's
That's a bad
just
run of form. They're obviously 13 points clear, but just generally speaking,
bad run of form in comparison to the rest of the season.
yeah. They're now doing what everyone else in the league's doing and not winning every single game, which is nice of them to come down to our level.
Well, we dragged them down.
Really, really nice setup at Folkestone. Really nice. A setup that.
Yeah, I wasn't there unfortunately, so you'll have to take this one. I was otherwise engaged.
No, that's fine. A setup I would definitely say is fit for a National South club.
Yeah,
100%.
It looked good from the highlights. It looked nice.
You'd have really enjoyed it because forget the actual football for a second. You sort of get to the club and their main bar and clubhouse is almost like a small little pub instead of a clubhouse. It's
similar to
very, very modern. They've got three dartboards up on the wall with all like the quick ticked out, the lights on the dartboard and the systems and stuff. It's all like it's not just a dartboard on the wall like down a pub. It's very, very modern. Clearly, they've got similar to our place. They've got loads of screens all over the wall everywhere.
Nice.
They're doing in the actual like clubhouse itself. They're doing like pizzas to order, chicken wings. Like you can order to table. It's almost like a pub, but that's used as the main clubhouse. But it's literally like next to the pitch. It's all included.
That sounds good.
Yeah. It was
Similar
a cool.
Because why have I forgotten where it is? Where Martin got injured?
Chatham.
Oh yeah, Chatham. Obviously, yeah. Chatham had like a clubhouse that was similar to a pub, but this sounds a bit more modern. But still, I thought Chatham's ground was very cool.
No, Chatham's ground is good.
So yeah,
it
sounds similar.
Yeah, no, Folkestone's also very good.
It's a shame that I couldn't make it because Folkestone, I am trying to get to more away games this year. I've done already more this year than I did last year.
Yeah.
And I'm going to hashtag on Saturday. Not this Saturday, next Saturday.
The next away game, yeah.
Yeah, it's a shame because I've never been there, but yeah, maybe I'll get up there next year.
Yeah,
if they don't get promoted.
Yeah, maybe, but it's really.
We'll get up there when they get promoted and we get promoted as well.
Yeah, no, absolutely. But that was very good, and obviously the ground itself is more than good enough. Lovely big stand down one end, covered down the other. Yeah, all good. And then the football itself was a very pleasant 90 minutes, to be honest. Wow, it was second half was we'll touch on that. It was a little bit backs against the wall,
nail biting.
But no, first half we were really, really good. Obviously took the lead. Ben Pope, just what a man.
Feed the Pope.
What a man. Hamish Morrison, another assist. What a man.
Yeah, what a ball as well.
It's just, it's one of those free kicks, right? Because it was like a free kick, like 35, 40 yards out, but central.
Yeah.
So it's obviously, if it's out wide, you just clip it in. And if it's a little bit close to goal, you shoot. And it's one of those awkward ones where it's too far out to shoot.
Between distances.
You don't want to dink it because it's nothing ever happens from it.
He's put it on an absolute tee. It's such a good ball.
Spread out wide to Hamish, and he just whips it in. Ben Pope, bottom corner. Thanks very much. And we looked really good that first half. Going forward, I mean, we had a chance pretty much straight from kick-off when Kieran Rowe went clear and it just got deflected behind. But so we're having regular chances in that first half. It was quite end to end. But it was really good. I think we were quite good value for the 1-0 lead at half time. Folkestone, they definitely weren't at their best, but I think largely due to us playing quite well. George was very lively down the wings, and we were just
George lively. No,
yeah, I know, shock. But we were doing a lot of the basics right, which was pleasing because obviously we've touched on before. We sometimes don't do the basics right, and that's the only thing that costs us is ourselves. Defensively, we were absolutely magnificent. Just every time there was a cross, it was blocked. Every time there was a shot, Alex Mallins just threw himself at it. Every single one, it just bounced off him. If it wasn't him, it was Harry Lawson or Kieran Rowe or Spinks, or there always just seemed to be a white shirt.
It was Rocco.
It was Rocco who was
Yeah.
man of the match. He was unbelievable. Touch on him a little bit later, but
Mm.
it just always seemed to be every time they had a shot at goal, there was a white shirt flinging himself at it, and like you just can't. How are you going to get score from that? So it was so pleasing. It was such a good, positive performance. Second half, as I say, was slightly different because obviously Folkestone probably got a bit of a wake up call from their manager, so they were a little bit more on the front foot, a little bit, a little bit sort of trying to sort of get them going. But we did what we needed to do. We dug in, we tried to counter, try and get up the pitch, just break up the play, set pieces and stuff. Look, towards the end of the game, probably last 20 minutes or so, it was sort of pretty constant Folkestone pressure, but they weren't. It wasn't like Rocco was making save after save after save every minute. There was sort of 2 or 3 absolutely brilliant saves that he had to make. But by and large, again, we were defending quite well, and it was just, it was obviously as it ticks down to 80 minutes, and you start to sort of clock watch a little bit more and go, hang on a minute, there's only X minutes left, so minutes left. And unfortunately, we couldn't hold on. The goal's annoying because he goes through, and Rocco makes another really good save, and just the ball just balloons off his knee or somewhere and just flies the other side of the box. And apparently Alex Mallins was millimetres away from blocking it as well. He said he thought he'd blocked it, and it just snuck past him for the rebound. And you sort of go, oh, typical. What do you do?
So unlucky, isn't it? Especially when it's almost essentially everyone's done anything right.
Exactly.
Rocco's made
come
a
out
good
and saved
save.
it.
Like,
again,
when it falls like that, and you essentially just leave them with an open goal.
Yeah.
It's so cruel.
It is.
Yeah, I thought it looked close. I thought Mallins was going to get there and did look close.
Yeah, he said afterwards he was about millimetres from blocking it, which is annoying. Would have been his 100th block of the game. And then the fans were saying, sort of at full time and after the game, well, it was because it was scored in the 84th minute, the equaliser. It was scored early enough for us to not be like absolutely crestfallen and be like, oh, that's last kick of the game sort of. But so then we still had another sort of 10, 15 minutes, including added time, where again we were still under the cosh a bit as they were pushing for the winner, obviously. And again we held out well there. We defended well again. We cleared everything we had to.
I think that's great as well, because when a team comes from behind and they get a goal in that sort of 84, 85 minute period, and they've got that 5 to 10 to even 15 minutes with stoppage time, like, they have all the momentum. They've come from behind to rescue a point, and now they've got all the momentum to go on and win the game. I think sometimes holding out and retaining that draw, and keeping that point, because obviously you don't want a point better than no points.
I think. Let's not be wrong. We would have all taken a point before the game, and that's not being negative.
Absolutely.
That's
like
just,
you said, it's a good draw.
Absolutely, it's just being respectful of the runaway league leaders at the moment. We'd have all been happy to put in a good performance, come over the point, and that's exactly what we did. But yeah, it was nice for us to not get hit with 2 sucker punches, a la Carshall and Hiram earlier in the season. It was nice for us to hold on. And to be honest, last couple of minutes, it was actually us pushing for the winner. We won a late corner. It didn't actually show it on the highlights, but we won a late corner, and it basically come to Hamish, who was about 30 yards out, but nobody in Folkestone closed him down, and so he just basically dribbled up to the edge of the box, cut inside on his left foot, and everyone was still in the box from the corners. Basically, the whole 22 players are basically in the box, and he hit it, and it took a deflection. And again, it was one of those ones where it could just deflect in and go anywhere. And again, it just bounces in front of the keeper, and you think, oh, well, whatever.
Brilliant.
Yeah, and that was full time basically. So, there is another world where Burgess actually won it late on with Hamish scoring a deflected screamer, which I'll call it, but sadly not to be. But yeah, a very good day, a point on the road. I read an article, I think that Jay did earlier, with Mid Sussex Times or whoever it was, and he said he thought it was one of, if not the best performance of the season so far. So that's that's coming from the manager himself. He obviously
it's a glowing endorsement.
Was very, very proud of his boys, and rightly so. And it was just another capable showing from us against, like everyone knows, one of the best teams in the league. Because
and Folkestone.
Yeah, true. Because we have been quite inconsistent, but that's obviously to be expected. So it's nice because we've got some tough fixtures coming up, and obviously we come off the back of what happened in the previous 2 games as well. So it was nice for us to go to, a place where nobody really fancied us to get anything, and almost get the win.
Yeah, like I said, a couple of tough fixtures coming up. Like obviously we've got Dartford this Saturday. They're playing well. They're up there. I can't remember exactly where they are.
Yeah, I think they're just in playoffs.
Yeah, I was gonna say I want to say 5th or 6th.
Yeah, I think they're 5th. Yeah.
So yeah, that's going to be a tough game.
Yeah.
Obviously, the return of Luther. Be good to see him.
Yeah, it'd be good to see him. Hopefully, we do see him on the. Well,
Well, it's a difficult one, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'd rather see him on the bench.
yeah, I
personally,
don't want him
but-
to play against us because he's very good. But I don't know.
But yeah, so that's a tough game. Then obviously hashtag the week after, and I can't remember after that.
Yeah, and it's St Albans.
St
after
Albans,
that,
that was
at
it,
home.
yeah.
That's another tough game.
Yeah.
The Dartford and St Albans, you'd say, are probably the two biggest clubs in the league, just in terms of fan base and support and
Yeah, so
blah
it's
blah blah.
a couple of tough games
Um,
coming up. So it's important, I think, that we go into that with good form and heads held high. Like, obviously, hopefully we continue. Well, like I said, like Jay said, it was one of the best performances. We just
Yeah,
need to keep that up now
exactly.
against Dartford. See what happens there. Want to win at hashtag. I want to do the double over them.
Yeah,
At least we can say I want to do the double over them, so we can just really, really well and truly etch that cup game out of our minds.
Yeah, and I think, and I won't touch on it too much because it's not a place to say, but I think there was a little bit of exchange words at full time as well between sets of officials from Burgess Hill and hashtag as well. I'm not sure if you've
Oh
heard anything.
yeah, no, I
think
did.
that,
I
just a little
wasn't
bit
there,
of
but I did hear
a little bit of needle, a little bit of
a little bit of
spice,
needling,
just to set the tone for the league away game.
Yeah,
Just
exactly.
basically what
so-
I'm trying to say is I don't think either management team will want to lose that one.
No,
I think
well,
they'll be
they don't want to lose
no,
anything.
of course. Yeah, of course, but
especially that
added
one, yeah.
incentive, let's say. There'll
Mm.
be a little bit more up for it than usual. So, no, yeah, we'll look forward to that. I was going to say something before I said that silly thing, and I can't remember what I was going to say. So, well done, me. Good.
But I mean, it's still. I still think things
yeah.
are trending upwards. Sorry, go on. You've remembered?
No, yeah, I have remembered. Sorry,
Go
I'm
on
not to interrupt you. I was just going to say, we really need to start winning games at home.
Yes.
And I know that's a pretty blunt thing to say, but yeah, our away form we know is pretty decent. And traditionally in a league, you struggle away from home and you win your home games and you do all right. But we're sort of doing it the other way round, which is fine. But obviously we're getting some fantastic support at home. You know, crowds are rising every single week,
Crowds are fantastic.
etc., etc.
We've
Everything's
genuinely
sorted at the club now, home wise.
we're genuinely double the attendance of every home game that we were last year.
Yeah.
I swear.
Yeah.
I swear last year I sat there and like, oh, it's 400, it's 300, it's 200, it's 100 on a cold, rainy Tuesday. But now, without fail, it's 6, 7, 8.
Yeah,
like
I think we're
100,
averaging
obviously.
700.
Yeah, averaging 700 is mad because we are genuinely,
Right.
and I think that's a testament. And I'm sorry because we've said this probably 100 times already on this podcast. That is a testament to what the club has gone, the change the club has gone through, what's happened in the last year or so, give or take, with David and Vicky taking over full time, Bradbury doing an awesome job behind the scenes. I think the club is in such a good place, and what I was gonna, and leads me on to what I was gonna say anyway, is that I still think we're trending upwards, both on and off the pitch.
Yeah.
For sure. And I think everyone wrote us off at the start of the season, and we've said this before. Everyone wrote us off at the start of the season, and all the league predictions we were right down there as getting straight back relegated or near the bottom anyway. We're currently sitting 7th still, I think.
Yeah.
Decent, or like you said, decent away form. Yes, we need to win some games at home, but we're showing we're competitive in this league.
Oh, yeah.
And we're playing some of the best football I've ever seen us play in spells.
Yeah.
We've got a good side. Yeah, all right, some of them are loanies and we might not have them forever. But our side is brilliant. It still has that depth. We still can rely on the pathway if we need to because we have some great. And I went to the under-18s game the other week. Took some photos there. They were incredible.
Yep.
They won 4-1, I think it was.
Yeah.
They were awesome. So we saw incredible talent coming through.
Exactly. Won 4-1 that day, and then just early in the week won 5-1.
Yeah,
So we're
exactly.
banging form.
Chichester, that went 5-1, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I can't remember who they were playing when I photographed them.
I want to say Horsham.
Yeah. No, was it Horsham?
I don't know. I think so.
I can't remember, but either way, they were incredible. They played really well, so we've got that pool of talent, and yeah, I think we can only go up.
Yeah.
Is what I'm essentially saying. And
No, we can absolutely. But winning home games.
yeah,
I mean,
right, it was Horsham.
yeah, nice. I mean, winning home games. Just, I'm not particularly too sure why we haven't sort of started amazingly at home, but yeah, I think everyone's aware of it as well. I think management are aware of it that we'd like to get on a. If we're going to go on a run, I think we'd all choose to go on a little run at home.
I think anyone would say that in any club.
Yeah, just so all the fans that are coming, because obviously there's some new fans that are coming down. We need to obviously keep them, because obviously some fans might just come to the home games, might just come to the odd home games, etc. So we need to make sure that we can keep them coming in with the good football we play, positive results. Obviously, like you mentioned, our next 2 games at home are Dartford and St Albans. Well, there's an advert for you.
Yeah.
Come down and see Dartford at Burgess Hill and St Albans at Burgess Hill. A city play Burgess Hill. It's not Chichester. So yeah, I mean everything's positive. Everything's positive. Rocco's back. Rocco's man of the match.
It's nice to say that because we have been a touch hypercritical of both goalkeepers in the past.
Just goalkeepers in general.
Or goalkeepers in general. Yeah, not even just our own boys, but
we do like goalkeepers.
Yeah, we have spoken a lot about Alfie and Rocco in the podcasts, and we obviously we don't mean it disrespectfully, and we always try and be fair, but it's nice to be able to sort of say like. I watched the highlights. Obviously, I feel like it'd probably been better there, and there are probably some saves that weren't included in those highlights. But I thought, and from even just from what you said in the WhatsApp when you were giving your glorious updates as you do, awesome, really good that he's had a good game, and that'd be huge for him in his confidence.
Exactly, it will be. Yeah. It will be. And again, leading back to what I was saying earlier about Jay's interview he did with the local paper, he mentioned it as well that Rocco made, I think, 3 or 4 outstanding saves that sort of were very critical in terms of us getting something out of that game. But and we won't touch on the goalkeeper situation. We've sort of been and done that. But one thing I will say is I think it sort of establishes us as to why we get a little bit sort of annoyed at what's happened with the goalkeeper situation this season is because we know that Rocco's brilliant, and we know that there's a fantastic goalkeeper in Rocco. We know that that's not really a problem area for us. It's just unfortunately performances and some certain mistakes have just led to us having some question marks about him. But when he performs like that, when he literally is man of the match in a game like that against, let's say, the best team in the league, everyone sort of looks and goes, wow, there you go, that's why we signed him. There's the goalkeeper.
Absolutely.
He's so good.
It was a shaky start. I remember obviously Hayward Teeth away in the pre-season didn't cover himself in glory. And there's a couple of games after that, whereas the 1 or 2, like you said, a few mistakes. But yeah, I'm so glad that he's had that quality game. And it's not, we always know he's been a quality goalkeeper. We saw it at Sittingbourne last season. So yeah, I'm glad for him.
I'm really glad for him. Yeah, really glad for him.
And hopefully to see more of it as well, because I'm a fan of good goalkeeping performances.
Yeah, so let's just get on a run now. Let's get on a run.
Let's smash Dartford. I was going to say tomorrow. It's not tomorrow. I wish it was tomorrow.
Oh, I wish it was tomorrow. God.
I know.
This is the slowest week of all time.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like it's going to rain currently, so that's good.
It rains every single day at the moment.
I know.
I know we're turning into weather watch here, but fucking hell, it turns...
Doesn't matter because it's not going to get cancelled, is it?
No, it's not going to get cancelled.
3G.
Yeah, and then hashtags on 3G as well. So.
Oh yeah, cool. What about St Albans?
It's at home.
Oh, of course it is. Duh. Sorry, it's been a long day.
It's okay.
Yeah.
So that won't be cancelled either.
What's the away game after St Albans?
Whitehawk.
Oh, I might even make that one down the road.
Valentine's Day.
To the Oh, maybe I won't then. Maybe. Keep her voice down. She's in the other room.
Yeah. Well, you're in Brighton. You can go out local in the evening.
Oh, yeah. Oh, darling, I'm taking you to Brighton for the day. I've got this lovely surprise planned. You'll never guess. Whitehawk. Isn't Whitehawk? So what's weird is, funny enough, that obviously I know there's a running joke about me in away games, but hilariously, I've never actually been to Whitehawk, and that's one of the closer ones. Obviously, being down the road in Brighton. Is that the one that's got a massive slope?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I've never been.
Wow. Okay, fair enough. Yeah,
So,
you won't understand the slope. Like it's a massive slope, but you won't really understand it until you get there and you'll be like, "What on earth is that?"
Yeah, that's why I can't. That's why I can't really want to go.
Because obviously I'm used to it because I've been to Whitehawk a fair few times now. But my God, playing on that must be.
It's funny that I've been to some of the away games I've been to are quite. I've done Chatham, Averley. No, I haven't done Averley. Sorry, that would be when I go for the first time. For hashtag. Herne Bay. I've done some of the load of the Kent teams last year and this year. But weirdly, some of the close teams, like I've not done Whitehawk. I'm pretty sure I've never been to Chichester either.
Yeah, fine.
Obviously, I know we haven't played Worthing in a while, but I have done Worthing. Hayward Heath, obviously, I've done.
Horsham, you probably have done.
Horsham, yes, I've seen us play at Horsham.
Yeah.
And I've but some of the other more local, Chichester, I definitely haven't done. I'm sure.
Yeah.
Whitehawk.
That's later in the season.
Littlehampton. Have I done Littlehampton?
I think.
Yeah, I was there. Yeah, last year.
Yeah.
Last season, I was there at Littlehampton. So
yeah,
I've done
fine. Yeah, Chichester's. Yeah, it's not too bad at Chichester. Yeah, it's okay.
East Grinstead, I've done. Maybe I get a bad rap. I seem to have done more than I thought.
I think she comes to Chichester because we never beat them. So maybe if you turn up, we'll beat them. That's just I'm thinking out loud now.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, I have to wait until next season now. But
No, we still have to go there.
do we?
We haven't been to Chichester away yet. No.
Oh, sweet. I thought I just assumed that we must have played Chichester away earlier on in the season,
I reckon
which is why we played them home recently.
No,
but
no, it is a good thought process, but no, I think we play them just like
that
the
must be
season.
like the last game then.
One of them, yeah. I think it's
Yeah.
the Easter weekend.
Oh, okay, yeah. I was gonna say if we haven't been to Chichester away, then it must be one of the literal
Yeah.
last games.
I think
of
it
the
might be
season.
Easter Monday. Actually, thinking about it now.
I have the fixtures here. Chichester away is Monday the 6th of April. So yes.
Yeah, Easter Monday.
Shit. Sorry for swearing. I might actually. I think I'm away that weekend.
Okay, well,
No. What am I talking about? It's the first weekend of May. I'm away. So yeah, all right. I'll do Chichester away.
there you go. Easter weekend.
So yeah.
Yeah, well, there we go.
Short and sweet for you. Not too long. 40 minutes. It's fine.
Cool.
I think I might title this podcast the George Vorster Fan Club.
Yeah, yeah.
Just for want of
Absolutely.
a better. I'm not calling it Jack and Lynden again.
No, that's fine. Yeah,
So-
George Vorster is great. I know I told you, and I know you've already mentioned it, but he literally come up to me and come up to Ethan, who I was with at Folkestone, because we were on the coach with him, and he honestly was just saying to us about he come up to me and he asked, hello mate, are you still doing the podcast? Hasn't been an episode in a while. When I sort of looked at him and went, oh yeah, we are. Just like I couldn't believe that he was so aware of the podcast that he knew there hadn't been an episode.
Yeah,
in a
there's
while.
a few now. Yeah,
Like-
but yeah, that's good. Yeah.
What I mean by that is he obviously listens to it because he knew that.
Yeah, he told me to listen to them
Yeah,
all. He's listened to them all.
That's what he told me. He said, but for an on-loan player to do that, like it's not as if he knows us personally and he's like boxing, like knows lives in Burgess Hill, etc. He's just a loan player.
Yeah.
I said,
No, we
it's
massively
so-
appreciate the sport.
Yeah,
and it makes
yeah.
it so much. It's I don't know. I won't speak for you, but for me, it's a sense of pride that we get the buy-in from
Yeah.
everyone at the club, from the fans to the club officials to the players, especially the players as well,
Yeah,
and that also that they enjoy it and they don't just think we're alienating them every week.
No,
which obviously
no.
we try our best not to do,
no, of course.
whilst still trying to accurately reflect fan opinions. So
Yeah.
yeah, no, I think it's awesome, and we will definitely have him on.
Yeah, we will, 100%. Because
we'll make it work.
he said to me, and I know he said to you that he would be happy to come on. It's obviously just logistically trying to get him down. I think probably the best idea is a day he's already here for training.
We'll speak to him. We'll speak to him on Saturday. We'll grab him Saturday and we'll make it
Yeah,
work.
we can certainly sort that out. But yeah, I think that's the plan. Dartford on Saturday.
Yeah, which will be tomorrow.
Yes.
When I release this, because
Of
I will
course.
release this tomorrow
Yeah,
morning.
sorry,
so
I
I'll go
forgot.
out in a minute after this. So yeah, Dartford tomorrow.
Yep.
Friday for us. Saturday for us. Sorry. See you all there. Feel the hill.
Yeah,
Let's
feel
get
the hill.
another 700 plus.
Oh, it'll be a big crowd. 'cause
Easy. Dartford travel
Dartford,
well.
yeah. Even if
Like, they're going to bring what? Do you reckon,
Brighton.
150, 200?
yeah, Brighton aren't at home either. So
No, Hassocks.
Meh.
Nah, I can't remember who cares. You'll be at the hill anyway.
Yeah,
So yeah,
there you
see
go.
you all then.
See
And
you
we
then.
Look forward to it, and we will try and get another episode out a little bit quicker. Apologies.
We
that
will.
The gaps in between these episodes are a little bit longer than we would like, but just logistically, me and Jack are very popular men. What can we say?
Yeah.
We've got buzzing social lives.
Yeah.
Just
Believable.
believe, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I think they bought that.
Yeah,
So,
believable.
yeah. We'll wrap this up, and we will see you guys on Saturday.
Thanks, guys.
Cheers.